There's something very, like, Matt Smith era Doctor Who to this music.
That doesn't mean anything to me at all.
David Tennant era?
I can't remember the music of Doctor Who.
Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 6, Episode 8.
That it is, Jeff.
It is, in fact, 8.
That's one more than 7.
FF8.
One less than 9.
That's
2 less than 10. Fun fact.
We could do this forever.
That's as far as I can go. I don't know how many numbers you know, but...
I only know 9. So where we left off last week, we were in the front of Galbadia Garden. Mm-hmm. We were about to get our next mission.
We just met Irvine Kinneas.
Mm-hmm. The sharpshooter.
Our sniper who's going to help us on this mission. And our newest party member.
We're being given the lowdown by the headmaster here, Martine. Mm-hmm. And this week's going to be fun. We're going to go to Dalit. We're going to do dungeons. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Like you said, yeah, we're going to go do an optional dungeon after we go to the capital of Galbadia, Delling.
But right now, we're right in front of Galbadia Garden, so let's get into it. Here we go.
This is Irvine Kinneas. He will be your sharpshooter.
I do find it funny that, like, remember in 6 how we would, like, pull the character onto the screen and be like, a guy with no regrets and nothing to his name, and, like, they're like, we should give them, like, a CG intro.
I mean, it's not a bad thought, I don't know. I'm liking this game. I don't want people to think I'm like, fuck this game, but...
They're not as likable as they were in the last one.
No.
Leave whenever you're ready. Failure is not an option, and other cliches.
So Irvine introduces himself to the group, and his thing is that he's kind of a dick.
Looks like I'm with you, Rubes, from Balam.
Greetings.
We just want to put like a pin here in this scene because later we're going to learn something, like a big revelation will happen much later in the game.
Things should be happening in this scene that are not happening.
Yeah, we're going to be revisiting this scene in particular once we learn that revelation many episodes from now, so just put that in your file folder in the back of your head.
What's our next mission?
Our next mission. This is no ordinary mission. This is direct order from both Balam and Galbadia Garden. We're to assassinate the sorceress. We're to shoot her from afar. Kinneas will be our sharpshooter. We're to support Kinneas to our fullest. Should the sniper fail, we are to attack head on.
Thanks for the support, but I never miss my target.
Eliminate the sorceress, that's our order. We're going to head to the capital of Galbadia, Delling City. There we'll meet up with the General Caraway and go over details for the plan. Let's get going.
So that's the plan. We're going to go to Delling City.
Yeah, if you didn't catch all that, we're going to assassinate the sorceress, who we just heard about.
Kinneas is going to sharpshoot.
And if that doesn't work, we're going to get in a boss fight.
Well then, we'll need to choose a party for the trip to Delling City. I know that, you fucking idiot. I've played these games.
And when Irvine says, let's form a party, he then self-selects both Selphie and Renoa for the party, and they get all flirty with him in this way.
Trying to make Squall jealous.
Yeah, where Renoa is like, look, Squall, I'm like on Irvine's arm, and Squall is looking at her like, I don't understand why that matters.
And Quistis is like, this is making me sick.
And then, yeah.
And then she's like, let's go.
But this is like the first step of Renoa suddenly is infatuated with Squall.
Come in, Squall, let's go.
Hey.
So, with our new orders,
we head off to Delling City.
So, we're gonna try to assassinate the sorceress.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Anyway, I assume we're going here. This train.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Far East Station.
I really like the world design and everything.
Yeah, nearby Galbadia Garden, there's a train station, which is going to take us straight to the Delling shopping arcade.
Shopping arcade? I want to go to the shopping arcade.
And Delling is like Galbadia's big capital city, named after their president, I guess, President Delling. So, I mean, he must have changed the name not that long ago.
That's a good point.
What I really want is to do our first tour of the world and get an airship or something, and then fuck around collecting cards and finding secrets and not paying attention to this melodrama at all.
And then, like, blowing through it, not caring at all about it.
Yeah. Unless, I mean, it could get interesting. There's a lot left. It's just like...
Yeah, no. Hang on. How far in are we? We're 10 hours in. It's supposed to get good in the next couple hours.
I mean, that's pretty accurate. It is about to get really good, but also then it's going to get bad again.
Well, when we say it gets really good, good means something different in this game than it does in most instances.
Yeah.
Entertaining. It's about to get entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the first act just ended. Like, a thing happened, we have an objective, we're gonna try to do it, we're gonna fail. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, the first sequence, I guess, kind of. You crazy for this one, Haley?
Alright, the train's about to depart for Delling City, and by shortly, I mean now!
This is the only train bound for Delling City anyway. Everyone's laughing? Perhaps it's fate.
Irvine says perhaps it's fate and then walks away. And we're all like, what about that guy? What are we going to do about him? Which I don't even know what they mean by that.
So what do we do about him?
What do you mean, what do we do about him? He's on our team. Irvine just kinda went off. Shouldn't he check?
We follow Irvine to the other room, and he is in the middle of a conversation with Selfie.
He's laying it on pretty thick.
Selfie. We're destined to be together.
Yeah, right.
I wish she was like, shut up, I'm trying to sing my train song. Train, train, go away.
Love is the theme.
A sign of love?
A sigh of love? No. Love is the theme. Pardon me. My heart's pounding. What is this I'm feeling?
Is it love?
Oh, I really have a problem watching teenagers be in love. I kind of can't stand it.
Get used to handling pressure while you still can.
Irvine Kinneas, you're playing a major role in this mission. Now behave yourself. He's just like hitting on. No one understands me. Sharpshooters are loners by nature.
Okay.
We hone our instincts, pour our whole being into a single bullet.
Uh-huh.
They're all 17!
Yeah, he's 17 years old.
The pressure of the moment and instant attention. That's what I have to face alone.
It's a lot of pressure being a sharpshooter.
I mean, he's going around the cabin trying, like, every juvenile tactic to get a woman interested. He's going like, I'm lonely and mysterious. I love you forever. Be with me. It's destiny. Like, he's flipping between them like he's got a huge stack of cards and he's just going through seeing what works.
Is he gonna pull out an acoustic guitar and start wooing them?
That would be awesome.
Just do me a favor and let me be. Why don't you let everyone else be, man? You got my drift? How great would it be if the bad guy used our own train plan on us and hijacked our train car?
That would be hilarious if we were like, from the outside, like, what is happening? And we can't, like, control it, and we're, like, walking around on the train, and they're stealthily stealing us.
So there's a train going to a desert and a train going to the garden. Okay.
So we make it to Delling City without incident.
We're in the train station.
We're in the heart of the Galbadian Empire. And I know I've said it already. We tried to kidnap the president not that long ago. They know who we are, but I guess it's fine.
The train is currently being service. Please come back later. With all this political turmoil, it's no surprise the trains have stopped running. Check it out.
Cool.
Everywhere in this world is a mall. The school is a mall.
This place has two of the widest escalators I've ever seen in my life.
Luxurious.
The train station is a mall.
Everything's a mall. Whoa.
Ooh.
What do we got here?
Cold saucer?
We take the escalator up, and it reveals the city.
Yeah, and this is like a very European city. Like, it has a big fountain in the middle of a traffic circle, and behind it is like, looks like the Arc de Triomphe, and there's kind of like a lot of trees and a park around it, and a healthy bus system.
And also, there's like a spotlight hitting the clouds that looks kind of like the bat signal, and I'm not sure what that's for.
I think, well, because there's also a giant balloon in the sky, and what we're going to learn is there's going to be a parade for the sorceress later.
Ooh, I like this.
We quickly find a mansion, which is the place we're looking for.
Yeah, it's owned by, like, the head of the Galbadian army, who I guess is in on this plan to kill the sorceress.
General Caraway.
At this point, the politics of this entire plan, like, no
Crumble.
one's explained it to Squall and the gang, and they don't seem interested, so we are never going to untangle this ball of yarn.
It's realistic that way. When you're a kid, you're not told the history enough to understand the context of the politics.
That doesn't make any sense, Jeff. They're 17 and they're mercenaries. When I was 17, I understood like who was who and what was happening.
That's
You know,
true,
like I didn't
yeah.
understand like all of the fucking nuance to it, but it's not like I was wandering around the world as a blank slate just doing what everyone asked me and like not even asking questions about it.
No.
And also, this is a story that they're telling us. We deserve to know.
We do deserve to know.
But anyway, he's going to tell us the plan.
Can't let you just walk in. I believe he's been informed of our arrival.
But before we can meet with him, the guy who's blocking the entrance to the mansion asks us to do a task.
Yes, indeed, but I was ordered not to let you through until your skills have been tested. What the hell's he talking about? Test our skills? What does he want us to do? Haley, come here. Hey.
The Tomb of the Unknown King on the northeast. All you have to do is go there. It's real simple, but you have to bring back proof that you were there.
Oh,
The code
finally,
number.
a dungeon!
The code number?
We've been hired to do this hit, and we're here. And before we can get the plan,
We
the
have to
guy's
prove
like,
ourselves.
go on a fucking scavenger hunt. That's what we have to do first.
We came all the way out here for some stupid test of courage. Who does he think we are?
He probably thinks we're a bunch of students. Couple of kids.
So he's like a high up politician. He's like the head of the defense department, basically. And he's sitting there going like, we're totally fucked if we don't kill this sorceress.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, my only plan is these 17-year-olds.
We should at least make them walk and get a code from a wall in a room.
They're sending us to get the code off of a dead student that was sent to this place before us. That's what this is, isn't it?
I think so.
Like some other... I was asking earlier, like, aren't there older seeds? Maybe they came, and he was like, go to this cave and prove
And
yourself,
they
and they
died.
never came back.
And now we gotta go find his dog
And he was
tags.
like, Sid, I got a problem. Like, these seeds aren't coming back. He's like, oh, well, I'll have 4 more. Maybe they can get the job done. And he's like, well, they better.
There are many students like yourself who wish to call on General Calloway. There was a student from Galbadia Garden yesterday who is yet to return from the test at the Tomb of the Unknown King. The Tomb of the Unknown King is located northeast of the city. Obtain look for traces of this lost student and return with his ID number. You should be able to find what you're looking for shortly after you go in. The ID number should be written on it. You don't recommend going any further than you have to. You may never make it back alive. So it's one of those, like, go in and get the pendant on the first floor situations. Anyway, here's a map for you. Press that button while the inside of the Tomb of the Unknown King.
So we're given a map of a dungeon that we're gonna go see, but we're told, like, in the doorway, in the entranceway is all you'll need, because if you go in any further, you might die, but here's a map.
I love that they know exactly where the body of this guy is. Like, they've been there and seen it, and
they
they
left
fucking
it.
left him there.
I'm just real. Yeah, this is the first dungeon we're going to. It has been nothing but dialogue this whole game.
That's what I mean. Like, there's been, I mean, we did a little stuff.
Well, there's been like world map combat, but like.
We went and got Ifrit, and then I thought we did something else that was like a thing after that.
Well, on the train there was a boss.
Yeah, I guess that.
I guess escort us out of town.
Should we rent a car?
Yeah, unless you want to fight random encounters.
So yeah, the Tomb of the Unknown King is like a drive.
Yeah.
We rent a car on the edge of town.
Head out in search.
Are there chocobos in this game?
And you know what? The Tomb of the Unknown King, even though I've been bitching about how it makes no sense that they're having us do this now all of a sudden, it is a welcome reprieve from, like, the nonsense they've been beating us with.
It's pretty good.
Which way did you say? You said east, I think.
I really can't remember. I should pay more attention when they give us directions. This map is much easier to get lost on than Final Fantasy VII.
Is this it?
No.
I drive up to the wrong place.
Yeah, this place is decidedly not a tomb. It definitely looks like some kind of military base.
The soldiers are not happy that we're here.
Hey, what does this look like? A tourist spot? Get out of here. We're not fooling anyone with this car. We better turn back.
So we turn around and start driving towards the tomb of the unknown king.
I'm out of gas, presumably.
The car can run out of gas in this game.
It still putters along, just at a frustratingly slow pace.
Like many things in this game, it's like they had a mechanic and then realized they didn't have a solution to like the downside of the mechanic. So the
Right.
solution is that the mechanic doesn't really matter at all. Like you can run out of gas and still drive the car, just not as fast.
I know that you can buy more gas, too.
Yeah, this is the only time we rent a car besides the beginning, because at a certain point it's like, why would you? What's the purpose?
So I'm going this fast instead of normal.
Oh, but it still works.
I guess.
This has got to be it.
Now this looks like an ancient tomb.
Yeah, this is definitely the right place.
Old temple,
Yeah.
craggy, broken pillars and rocks.
You can see where there used to be other buildings and columns leading up to it, and now they're
It's just
fallen over.
stairs
Because
and stuff.
time does that to things. And the weather, when water gets in the cracks and then it freezes, it expands,
And then
and over time,
you have to repave
it
the road.
causes fractures, and buildings just don't last forever. That's how it is. It's an old tomb.
That's how time works.
There's some students running out.
Mm-hmm.
Float.
And running out of it, there's like two students, like from a garden. They're two girls, I think, like wearing their uniforms.
Yelling a hint about what to do.
Yeah, they're yelling something about float.
We have some float.
You guys want to float?
You kids looking to float?
Yeah.
Oh, he needs his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think that calling them GF wasn't an accident. It's all the theme.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have your girlfriends level up. It's a cool location. It's another thing compared to 7. None of these locations seem to really have anything to do with any of the characters.
They're
you know?
just like awesome backgrounds.
Like in 7, you get to Cosmo Canyon and Red is like, I'm from here. I have a connection
Right.
to this place.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the City of the Ancients, which is Aerith's place. Like,
Student ID number 135. But he said don't go further.
I say we see what's going on, though. You know what I mean?
Will our hubris fuck us this time?
Well, I mean, we found that ID, and it's like, we're in an optional dungeon. This place looks cool. You want to go back to the city and hear some more bullshit?
No.
Ooh, it's a maze. Well, he gave us that map. You remember what that looked like?
And yeah, this place is basically a small grid, but you're always oriented looking forward down the hallway. So if you, say, take a right at your first right, you're then looking forward, and all the hallways look the same. So the
Right.
maze sort of you have to keep in mind where you are and how you're oriented to make your way through it.
Because the map is not a live map.
Yeah.
It's not a Marauder's map.
No.
It's a regular map.
Yep.
So you went to the right, and now you're in this corridor right there.
And I'm trying to get to
I don't know.
the top or to the cave on the left.
Not really sure. Probably to all the places. I mean, if we get stomped, we can just, reload and just pick up the ID number.
We make it to one of the corners of the map.
And there's a big sort of slab that has writing etched into it against a wall.
Some writing on here, I can't read it. The stuff on the bottom looks legible. This place is one big maze full of danger. The directions to the exit are as follows. Back, forward, left twice, forward twice, right twice, forward twice. Oh yeah, that is how you would get out of here, because it's gonna, I see what they're saying. If you got in here without a map.
Right. And somehow found that.
Yeah, that was a safety slab. It's not really that useful in the dungeon. It's just there to guide you back out if you didn't have a map. Mm-hmm. It was ancient code that all buildings had to have this in them.
And then from that slab, we pretty easily make our way to the top of the dungeon. And the pieces of this puzzle dungeon are on the east, north, and west walls.
And we make it to the next slab.
Mm-hmm.
There's some writing on here. Feels like I've been here forever. I still can't find what they asked me to find. I can't take it anymore mentally or physically. Not qualified to be a seed.
This suggests that a seed made it in here and then got really frustrated and took out that frustration by etching into this rock.
Well, it's almost like his last message of like, I've been stuck in here for days, but he knows
Right.
the way out. I mean, I gotta say, you're not cut out to be a seed if you can't handle this place.
Follow these directions to get to the exit. I know.
This place isn't that complicated.
It's pretty easy, actually.
There's gotta be something in here. I wonder how you get to that middle part.
You think if I come at it from the other angle?
Well, no, it looks like it's complete, like it's a pit around it.
In the center of the map, there's like a pillar, which is surrounded by a giant pit that you can't get across.
Yeah, like looking at the map, it's pretty obvious that like the goal is to get to that center part because there's no path to it. It's like completely separate.
But we're going to have to go to the top of the map and just begin an unlocking process to be able to cross to get to the center.
I mean, I never went into the right side,
Yeah.
but I doubt that's a thing, right?
Why not? Why wouldn't it be?
Doesn't look like there's anything in the map, but I guess it could be.
It doesn't look like there's anything in the map in the other places either, really.
Oh my god, I remember when you said this because like on the map, on the top left and right, there's distinct chambers, and you're like, it doesn't look like there's anything on the right, and I'm like, what? Why wouldn't there not be? And you're like, I just don't think there is. And I'm like, there's obviously something in all the parts.
I don't know what was going through my mind.
I would try the right. I don't see why there wouldn't be something over there.
Huh.
Whoa!
And what do you know? Over here's a fucking minotaur.
Yeah, there's a boss fight over here.
Girl, who's there?
Whoa. Hello.
Okay.
Say hello to my girlfriend. I do feel like we're constantly making forward progress.
Yeah, no, it's been easy. Like, there hasn't been anything that's gotten us stuck or, like, we've had to grind or...
Right. They're pretty strong. Oh, he's impressed by us.
We beat the minotaur.
And he like runs off, being like,
It's
next
not over.
time.
Yeah.
Bastards, it ain't over. Okay.
Alright, so that raised up. I wonder if that changed something in one of the other alcoves, like moved one of those walls.
Yeah, the pedestal was depressed, and now we think that something is different.
I got a feeling there's gotta be a new Guardian Force in here we can get, right? Like, there has to be.
It's feeling like it's... There's gotta be. Yeah.
They gave us so many right away. We haven't gotten a new one in forever.
And we make it all the way to the chamber on the left side of the map, which has like an opening window to the outside and like a water wheel that's spinning.
Ooh. Touch the device. In the wall.
What device?
You see the, like, the...
Wow, look at that.
Squall starts some gears moving.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's turning now.
What did you do? You think I can go to the middle now?
I would check the middle and then check the top again, maybe.
What the fuck did I do there?
Maybe something happened at the top. It looked like there was more that could happen at the top to me.
I love they told us not to do this yet. We're like, fuck you.
We're members of Seed, asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But after we do this dungeon, we should probably call it a night.
Yeah, I like
I'm wrong. You want me to look this up?
that. Yeah.
We're looking at a big slab that's holding back a bunch of water with a rope in front of it, but because of the way it's drawn, I can't see what it wants me to do. I click on it eventually, and the rope gives way, and water pours in.
What?
Whoa, there we
What
go.
did I...
There we
Don't look
go.
it up.
Touch the device.
Touch the device. Okay.
Maybe now the middle will be full of water.
Huh.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the top it shows a chain on the map, and then the left has the water wheel.
Right, okay.
So as we make our way to the last area, we start shooting the shit.
Yeah, I'm like just sort of absent-mindedly reading entertainment news, and it turns out Westworld is going to go on for 3 more seasons.
For 3 more seasons. Did you finish this season?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
What?
It's so
what?
fucking
Like,
funny,
what's
man.
what happens?
I already forgot.
Don't worry about it.
It's also so hard to explain, you know, like,
Yeah, no.
It was like this guy, this rival company of the company that made Westworld, which like, instead of focusing on mapping human beings through their behavior, focused on it in a different way and could map
They could predict what you were gonna do.
Yeah, they could predict what you were gonna do.
But then they couldn't predict what
Aaron Paul was gonna do.
Oh my god. Fuck that.
I'm so sick of writers like hearing about determinism and having their minds blown. Like,
Seriously.
And now with mass data, we know what everyone's gonna do because we're all just machines. Or I mean, sure, but come on.
And Dolores used Aaron Paul, but also Dolores like copied herself and put herself into a bunch of the other characters, a bunch of characters were Dolores. I don't know. It was fucking bananas.
What is that show anymore?
So we check out the middle of the dungeon, which the moat around the central pillar is now full of water.
Yeah, but we still can't get there because we're coming at it from the east, and you're going to need to come at it from the south.
Oh, okay. Can we float across this somehow?
Do I cast float here? Float.
Can we...
I don't think coming at it from a different angle. Yeah, look up what to do.
Tomb of the Unknown King. So the thing you did in the left chamber dropped a drawbridge.
Oh, it did?
I don't know why. I'm so
You're
wrong
so
in this
defeatist. It's like you're on like a day trip with some people and you just want to go home. And everyone's like, oh man, maybe we should like hike over to that cave and check it out. And you're like, I mean, there's probably nothing in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why there'd be any reason to go up to that ridge. I mean, the view's not going to be a view,
You've
really.
seen views.
Yeah, what?
So I think you have to enter from the bottom. I think if you go from the bottom up, here we go.
Okay.
So in the center, the Minotaur is standing on top of a coffin.
Oh, he ran away and now... You back again? It took it easy on you last time, but not this time. This time, my big bro's with me. Now's your chance to run away, man.
Cast float on these two assholes.
The bad guys?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at him. Whoa.
Yeah, bro.
So they reveal the Minotaur's big bro, and it's kind of like a joke moment because he's so small that he's like behind Squall.
Yeah.
You can't even see him
He's
really.
like a little tiny Minotaur.
Yo, bro, these guys crashed the tomb. Plus, they attacked me. Oh, really? They attacked you? Not bad for a human. That's surprisingly small. Yo, bro, they're making fun of us.
Foolish humans, I'll show you not to judge a book by its cover. So I'm gonna float them. And I know that because that person ran out yelling float, and also float was in here.
Yeah, you're gonna want to defeat Minotaur first, as he's far stronger.
The big Minotaur is a piece of cake.
You dispatch him pretty quickly.
Bro, I lost.
And then you defeat the little baby Minotaur equally as fast.
It didn't seem like this dungeon was out of our league at all. It seemed perfectly in our league.
There's really not a lot in this game that's out of our league. That's the beauty of the system that levels with you.
The brothers defeated mighty ones. May we join you? Oh yes, you
Fuck
can
yeah.
join me. You can totally join me. Sacred's card,
Oh, yes.
40 AP.
Oh, fuck yes.
Holy shit. That's
Oh,
a
yes.
ass load.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brothers.
So we got some sweet cards out of that deal and a new GF.
The GF Brothers.
And a bunch of things leveled up. It was great.
Yeah, this little dungeon was like exactly what I needed when we were playing the game.
Yeah.
Like it was a fun little piece of like extra Final Fantasy content that rewarded you super well.
You know what's funny? This is going to become a theme later this season where and this is like the first example of it, where the optional things in this game are the best parts of this game.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk a lot more about it later, but like I wish every Final Fantasy game took a cue from the optional shit in this game. Like I like a lot of it a lot.
Oh, look at this. The big coffin opens.
The coffin they were standing on bursts open and a ghost appears.
You are quite the powerful ones to have defeated the two brothers. Thanks to you, I am now free from this cramped stone coffin. However, there's something I have been thinking of for a very long time. Is it really necessary to entomb those traveling to the other world? After such a long and tiring journey through life, we put these people in cages.
and then he disappears.
Yeah, this is the Tomb of the Unknown King. I guess that's the Unknown King.
And his whole thing is like, why did you build a tomb for me? I wanted to be able to escape.
He's had a long time to think about the various issues of ghost rights and like what's right and wrong about burying people.
Yeah.
Makes you think, you know? What if all of the people we bury are just down there going like, why can't I leave? I mean, every single person for all of history, and we have no way to know.
And all the people who died in a field are thrilled.
And we got the Minotaur cards. Badass.
Fucking awesome.
I feel like we did a good thing.
Yeah, I love that we did that.
They're earth elementals, so without looking further, I would imagine that they do, if they're not floating, they can do like a joint attack that's like a big fuck you. That would be like they crack the ground open or something, yeah.
Well, we kicked their ass instead.
We did. That wasn't very hard.
And we've got, it's like 135 is the number.
Yeah, that's the number from the ID. So it's time to get the hell out of here.
I guess I should go like tell them the number before we end.
Or we could just make it back to town, because I think you'll tell them the number and that'll start like a huge cut, like long series of dialogues and...
Yeah.
I mean, we could end here or we could drive back to wherever we're supposed to be, which is...
Oh yeah, let's just get back to town. Can I get back in the car?
I don't know. Oh god.
So we get back into the car.
Does it look like this thing runs on double A's to you?
It does. So when you run out of gas, this is what happens.
Well, is this where we're going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was right next to where we were. We just couldn't see it.
Yeah, well I went on the roads like an idiot.
Jeff, cars aren't for the roads are just there for aesthetics. They're not to take the car somewhere.
I'm bringing it back empty.
It would be funny if they were like, empty, that'll be 10,000 gil.
So we make it back to Delling. We're now like in the shopping district, and we're just gonna end the night, so we're just looking for a save point.
This is the right place, right?
We're in the right town, but this isn't the right place. But go in the hotel, maybe we can save. Yeah.
Alright, we will be ending here for today.
Yeah. It's good, I like it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to like about it.
There's a fair amount to dislike about it, too.
That's true also. The junction is interesting.
It's playable.
Yeah, it's playable.
It's very playable.
I don't think it's as fun as Materia.
Yeah, I agree. But Junction is cool. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm losing my mind playing it.
Me neither. Also, so far, it doesn't look like, as far as grinding Junction goes, there's going to be anything akin to, like, mastering Knights of the Round.
Right,
so far.
right.
Well, we're
Right.
early still. But...
We are early, but even so, it's like, it's more fun than Dirge of Cerberus. And we'll pick it up.
Thanks for the
Soon.
macaroni and cheese and stuff.
Yeah, anytime. Good night, everybody.
And that's episode 8 of season 6.
Yeah.
I mean, we're underway in this game. Like, there is not a lot left on this disc. And I mean, look, I know a lot of people, like, love this game and the story, but I just want to point out, we're almost done with an entire disc.
Yeah.
And, like, all we really know is there's a sorceress. Everything else we've learned is already done. Like, Timber doesn't need to be... like, the liberation of Timber didn't happen.
Nope.
Doesn't matter. We're
No.
not doing that anymore. Renoa, not concerned with it.
No.
Doesn't care.
No.
So now we're off to do the real mission of being a seed, which is going to be to try to assassinate a sorceress.
Yep.
That I guess is sort of taking over the government of this empire, which is funny because from what we know, this empire was already evil, right?
Right, yeah,
they already were invading everything.
And then, God, I can't wait for next week and what's beyond because it's going to start revealing itself more and more.
I'm just imagining if the president was like, and I'm announcing my new, like, cabinet member, Sagra, the Witch of the Bog, from, you know, from, like, fucking Poland or something. Like, how does a politician announce a sorceress as, like... How do you go about doing that?
Well, we're going to find out next week.
My new cabinet member, like the wizard of the top of the mountain. It's such a weird combination of things.
Well, join us for that. Oh, before we go, do you want to log on to the World Wide Web, click into the Netscapes, and get onto that cyber world?
I gotta check my DMs.
I love how you just picked something like definitively not 90s.
I gotta check my Neopets.
There you go. Logging on. And we're in. Clicking on the message now. The message reads, Misfits, mystery, and magic await in the exciting fictional worlds of urban fantasy author L.D. Greenwood. Whether it's a young witch's fight against the gods or the investigative adventures of a siren vampire duo, L.D. Greenwood's books are a perfect escape into fantastical worlds. Ready for an on-page adventure? That's from Andrew.
Well, awesome. Another author. I'm loving this. We got a lot of good writers coming in.
Yeah, I want to check out.
Urban fantasy sounds fucking great.
Yeah, a young witch's fight against the gods. Hell yeah.
You're gonna want to fight some gods. I mean, fuck those guys.
I mean, a siren vampire duo does sound like a fun investigative adventure.
Sounds like they're really gonna kill a lot of men.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So go check that out. He didn't say where to find it, but Google L.D. Greenwood.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a bunch of books here on Amazon, Kindle editions and such. And I actually recognize that name, L.D. Greenwood, as a longtime fan of the show.
Awesome.
So go check that out, everyone.
So glad when people who have been listening for all these years send us some messages.
Thank you so much, and let's log off. Mm-hmm. If you're interested in a message, they're just $25 a piece. We do payments through PayPal, so just email nocatpodcast@gmail.com.
That's NOCKAT.
And we will make it happen. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much to the Patreon supporters.
Yes, thank you so much. We have some bonus content coming for you shortly.
Yes.
We're hard at work on it. There's just a lot going on.
Yes.
A lot going on, but we do appreciate it, and we hope we can make it worth your while. Mm-hmm. And if you want to join, we have a ton of bonus content over there.
We also have the video version, and you can get the episodes early, or you can get in on those t-shirts or mugs.
Yeah, and just a taste of that bonus content, we got Chocobo racing with guests.
Yeah, we've had Spencer Crittenden.
Yeah, we've had Rachel Bloom.
Go listen to those.
We have other stuff too. I can't remember what it is.
My stand-up from when I was 16 years old.
We played Crisis Core.
Oh yeah, we have the full playthroughs of Crisis Core and Dirge and stuff.
Yeah.
People like those.
We didn't edit them. But,
no, but you can go watch those on video. And, you know, all that's at patreon.com/nocat. Mm-hmm. We also have the Etsy shop, which is a great way to support the show and get merch.
Yeah, we have mugs and t-shirts with wonderful designs on them.
We've got a design with Haley on it, and everybody loves Haley.
I mean, yeah.
You should get her on a mug.
Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts.
Yep. Do all that shit. Get in touch with us on Twitter at NoCatPodcast.
Only if you want to, though. I mean,
yeah, we're not trying to tell you what to do.
If any of this lit a spark deep inside of your soul, and you don't know what to do about that fire, head over on the internet to one of those places we just listed and let that fire free.
Let that flame spread. All right, let's have
Burn down the internet!
Let's have some dessert.
I'm just gonna eat cheesecake this week. I'm done with hot dogs. We don't have to be beholden to hot dogs. I mean, I can't even think about the nitrates I'm eating, you know? It's just like so salty.
But everybody loves hot dogs.
I'm sick of it.
Cheesecake it is!
What if it... Okay, how about this? It's the cheesecake is shaped like a hot dog and the bun is like sweetbread.
Now you've got me. That's what's for dessert
there we
today.
Go. We got some chocolate to drizzle
just gotta
on there.
Tube it up.
Yeah, tube cake.
Here you go.
Research shows a relationship between the moon and your dog. Do you know how your dog can use the power of the moon to help you? It's Invincible Moon! The moon's mysterious power can make all allies invincible. I want Invincible Moon.
Get Invincible Moon.